And it's my view that the simplest explanation is, there is no God. You realize that typing a response is difficult for me, correct?
Alright, it's closing time. Who's paying the tab?
I am.
I didn't say that.
Yes, I did.
I hope I will be remembered for my work on black holes and the origin of the universe, not for things like appearing on The Simpsons.
Persistent in his pursuit of knowledge, Stephen Hawking has unlocked new pathways of discovery and inspired people around the world.
Stephen William Hawking was born in Oxford, England on the 300th anniversary of the death of Galileo on January 8, 1942. At 17 years old, he entered Oxford University.
Stephen Hawking has admitted in many cases that he was not the most ambitious student. One day he calculated that he spent about maybe an hour a day on schoolwork.
In 1962, Hawking moved to Cambridge University for a PhD in cosmology, and 1 year later was diagnosed with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease.
ALS is a progressive motor neuron disease, so over time the victim loses functionality of muscles. And over the past decades, Stephen Hawking has gradually lost the use of most of his muscles, but his mind remains quite keen.
I think that once he was hit with this earth-shattering diagnosis, he actually sought a refuge in doing physics. And if anything, it helped him become one of the world's great scientists.
Although his diagnosis only gave him 2.5 years to live, Hawking married in 1965 and stunned the science world in 1974 with his PhD on black holes.
Stephen taught us how to define a black hole. He then made a brilliant discovery that black holes can radiate, Hawking radiation. That then showed the whole world the connection between black hole physics and thermodynamics. And that connection has been a central theme in theoretical physics ever since.
He became the Sherman Fairchild Distinguished Scholar at Caltech in 1974. And 5 years later, Hawking was named Cambridge University's Lucasian Professor of Mathematics, an honor bestowed on only 14 people since 1663.
Stephen Hawking is a theoretical physicist of a very specific kind. He studies cosmology, particle physics, gravity. That's trying to understand the very basic laws of physics as well as where the universe itself came from.
Hawking sees things that other people didn't see, time and again. He just thinks more deeply.
Aristotle, Galileo, Descartes. To my great surprise, I found there seemed to be emission from the black hole. The LHC.
Stephen Hawking will be remembered as a genius who did not let his disease stop him.
I have had ALS for practically all my adult life. Yet it has not prevented me from having a very attractive family and being successful in my work.
Hawking has been compared to Albert Einstein and Isaac Newton. His best-selling book, A Brief History of Time, tackles black holes and the Big Bang Theory, subjects he spent his life exploring. In 2004, he conceded a mistake on black holes. Instead of destroying everything that falls into them, he found they do allow critical information to get out.
So we can be sure of the past, and we can predict the future.
Hawking was born in 1942. Early on, he displayed a love of science. In his early 20s, already a physics phenom at Cambridge University, Hawking was first diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. But Hawking said that physics can take one beyond one's physical limitations. He certainly took science beyond the classroom and to accept an offer to experience weightlessness.
It was was amazing.
Asked many times if his disability held him back, Hawking simply said it gave him more time to think. For the world of science, it wasn't time enough.